Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Check. Mic check. Mic check. Is this microphone working? Joanne, please text me. We're about to be live, folks, but we had to change out the microphone, so we're doing a quick test. Waiting on the referees. So let me know if this works, Joanne, please. Oh, it would help if I would go live on YouTube. That would be very helpful. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Checking my microphone. Joanne, please tell me if this works.
Tim says it's working, but it's just not very loud.
Not very loud. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 3. If I hold it really close to my mouth, is it louder? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Mic check, mic check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check the microphone. Kim, text Dave and see if this one's better. Check, check, check. Is this one better? Is this microphone better? Everybody else, we're having technical difficulties. We're checking out our microphones here, so bear with us. Somebody tell us if this is working. That one works.
Ice Arena, Northern Aurora, Lowry, your Castleview Sabercats, round 2 of the 22 fall end of season tournament. Cats have mic problems, so it might come in and out. We'll try to keep it going. Give you a quick breakdown, see if we get it through in 2 minutes of your 22 Sabercats. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, goaltender number 1, Jacob Harris. Sophomore out of Castleview, left winger number 2, Aiden O'Reilly. Freshman out of Rock Canyon, center number 3, Trent Miller. Freshman out of Castleview, defenseman number 4, Jeffrey Keenan. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, defenseman number 6, Luke Gardner. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, center number 7, assistant captain Jackson Jones. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, right winger number 8, Mason Marks. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, defenseman number 9, assistant captain number 10, Taylor Trumbley. Freshman, sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, right winger, number 11, Tatum Small. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, number 12, Matthew Winogle. Sophomore, out of Castle View, right winger, number 13, the Galloping Ginger, Jared Jones. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 14, Brendan Huff. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, left winger, number 15, and your captain, Dane Zitzelsberger. Freshman, out of Castleview, defenseman, number 16, Ozzy Pinello. Sophomore, out of Castleview, right winger, number 17, Owen Shanahan. Freshman, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 18, Zach Kuska. Junior, out of Castleview, left winger, number 19, Grant Soroki. Sophomore, out of Castleview, defenseman, number 21, Logan Lucier. Freshman, out of Castleview, left winger, number 20, Turner Heft. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, goaltender, number 31, Corey Clothier. Reserve, Canyon, Emmett Duffy. Castleview, Brandon Leslie, Nathan Peel, and Robert Allwell. Your head coach, Brian Heft. His assistants, Tom Stovall. Varsity head coach and program director, Michael Dubas. Your 22. So the Ruzzer has sounded. They're going to circle the cages, get them pucks picked up. They will head over to the bench, get that last minute instructions from Coach Heft. Got to kind of hope here that the number 1 seed rolls into this rink, thinking they're going to take it to seed, the last seed. I was missing in action the first time down. Your Cats took on this Mustang team. So once again, got to give you a little bit of heads up, debriefing. We're having a little bit of trouble, Mike. Mic cord has got a fray in it. Unless I'm holding it the right way, it's not going to stay connected. But as long as it is, Director Kenny Jones will keep me updated. I could get way wound up into the action as has happened before. Once again, with Clothier on the IR, Jacob Harris is the one man standing, and he is already in between his pipes. Going to start out here with Shanahan, Marks, and Soroki, with Huff and Keogh on D. So bang the sticks, referee steps in, puck is down, won by Castleview, chipped into the zone, picked up, shot, goal! Number 13, Jared Jones, off of the face-off, breaks into the blue line, hits the tops of the circles, and throws one to the back of the net at 16:54 of the first. Oh my! How to start out a game! And once again, Heft sent me a lineup, changed it up. Jones to the back of the net at 16:52. Shot on net, saved by Harris with a cover. Puck down, won by the Mustangs into the corner. Huff picks it up, throws it around his own net. Keogh poke checks it back down the boards. Keogh had it on his stick, lost it to the blue line, but not out. Shot, save, nope, made it into the net. Goal, and we were tied. Throw it from the blue line. Traffic was in front of Harris. He never seen it coming. By the time he did and got down, it was by him. And just like that, 16:35 of the first, we're tied at 1. Shanahan, I believe, steps in for the draw. He does win it. Poke checks it to the blue line and into the zone. Now throw it out into neutral. Mustangs pick it up, skate it down the boards, and throw it in around the back of the cage from the blue line. Gardner behind the cage. He poke checks it away, but it gets turned over into the corner. Mustangs got it. Back to the top of the point. Cross ice pass. Here comes a shot. Shot saved by Harris. Trash on the ground. Shot. Goal. And the onslaught was just too hard. Puck ping-ponging around. Nobody on. Castleview could find it or get control of it. It finally found its way to a Mustang stick, and he throws it to the back of the net at 16:06 of the second. And just like that, your Cats are down by 1. Shanahan steps in for the draw. Referee holds up, says, here we go. Shanahan does win it again. Then off his skates into the zone. Soroki gets it poke checked away, thrown right back in. Mustangs pick it up and skate it around their own net. Shanahan putting on the pressure. Puck comes out to neutral. Marks has it on his stick. Now it's poke checked away from him. That's called a turnover. Shot, save, goal. Nope. Harris got it covered at the last second. Puck into the corner now, wrapped around the cage. Keogh's got a stick on it. He throws it off the boards, but not out. Keenan picks it up. He fans on it once, but gets it back. Soroki fans it back to Keenan. Keenan tracks it down. Nope, beat there by a Mustang. Poke checked away to the blue line, though, and out. Comes all the way down ice. We got a race here in front of us. Mustangs stop it up in their section and come out of the zone. Now into neutral, skated into the zone on his stick still. Cross ice pass just wide as a Mustang loses an edge and goes down on the back door. Puck down the boards to the blue line, but not out. Feathered back hard around the boards. Kuska picks it up, but it's poke checked away from him. Wrapped all the way down the boards. Heft is going to get there. He does get there. Hits it at the blue line and sends it all the way into the Mustang zone. They pick it up immediately and throw it all the way back down. Ice is going to be on net. Kind of lackadaisical. Harris fans the puck hard into the corner. Mustangs do keep it into the zone now. Throw it back behind the boards. Huffed over skates it, pass to the point. Here it is from the blue line. Back to the top of the circles in the corner. Cross ice pass on the doorstep. Backhand shot saved by Harris. Mustangs pick up the trash, though, around their own cage. Hang on to it. Feathered it down the boards into the corner. Now back around the cage to the front of the doorstep. Poke checked away. I believe it was Keogh. Puck is chipped out of the zone into neutral. But the Mustangs pick it right back up, right back in. All picked off at the blue line and thrown out. But big line change coming off of the bench. Mustangs do pick it up, skate it into the zone, and the far winger was 4.5 feet offside. 13:55 of the first. Your Cats are down by 1. So here we go. Puck down. Thrown into the zone. Pinello gives chase. He is going to get there. Poke checks it around the cage, too. Marks bangs it hard off the boards, and it takes a bounce right to a Cat. He had it, skated it to neutral, but picked up by, show me your number, young man. Soroki, I believe that is. Skated into the corner. Miller had a chance out. Over skates it, gets poke checked around him. To the boards, and out we go. Breakaway the other way. Pinello, last man standing, 2-on-1. Pinello puts on the break. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris. Good job by Pinello to take away the passing lane on the backdoor man coming. Gives a wide open look to number 1, Harris. And the wrister coming in, he tracks it all the way and gets it covered. Puck down, taught up into the skates of Everybody now poke checked away. Everybody touching at a cat and a Mustang go down. Shot, blocker deflected over the top of the cage and into the glass. Puck into the center now, wrapped down the board. Zitzelsperger overskates it, but he gets it back. Cross ice pass is out of the reach, but good read on the rebound, but couldn't get there at enough time. Is your 1-goal scorer, the Galloping Ginger, Jones. I believe as Jones steps in for the draw, puck down. He does win it, but gets it caught in his skate, loses it over, and a Mustang picks it up. He skates it around the cage all the way to the blue line, puts on the brakes and throws it down the boards, but it's picked off. Cross-ice pass out of the zone. Zitzelsperger picks it up and feathers it behind the Mustang's goal. Jones gives chase, checks a man up against the glass. Shot, saved by, got so excited I couldn't even talk, saved by the Mustangs goalie. Jones turned it over intercepted the turnover, threw it to Zitzelsperger, and his shot was point blank, but could not beat the Mustang goalie. All the way down in the other end now. 12-19 left in the first, down by 1. Mustangs have it on their stick, put on the brakes, feather it back around the cage. Keenan gets half of a stick on it. Shot, pad saved by Harris on the front door. Pick up the newspaper shot. Thrown in off the side of the cage. Keenan gives chase as we get line changes. Keenan picks it up, throws it into neutral. Picked up at the blue line, skated into the zone, but Shanahan was ahead of the play and 2.5 feet offside. Shanahan going to step in the draw. Marks and Sororki on his side. Shanahan does win it. Marks fans on it. Shanahan picks it up, throws it down ice and gives chase. Mustangs pick it up, throw it off the glass to the blue line, but kept in. But now it's thrown out. Off of a skate of a Mustang, he picks it up, but it's poke checked away from him. Delayed offsides is coming. Still off delayed offsides. Nope. Hand is down now. Keogh picks it up, throws it around the boards, feathered out. Good pass, but not picked up there by Sororki, and right to the blue line. Shot over the top of the net wide, all the way around to the opposite blue line. Pass into the doorstep. Check. The Cat and a Mustang run into one another as a shot is feathered to the cage, and Harris makes the cover. 11:09 of the first. Your Cats down by 1. Heff steps in for the draw. Mustangs win it. Shot saved by Harris. Oh, doorstep was wide open on the back door. Poke checked away by Harris once again. 2 big back-to-back saves. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris from the blue line. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Jacob Harris keeping this a 1-goal game on the Mustangs shots. Puck down, won by the Mustangs. To the blue line now. Shot wrapped hard around the cage. Winogle gives chase. Gets poke checked away from him. Stick gets on it to the blue line. Kept in by a skate. Now wrapped hard around the boards. Mustangs give chase, and they are the first ones there. Has it in the corner, has a man on the point, but holds on. Still has it on his stick. Cross ice pass the top of the blue line. Throws one in front, but it hits all kinds of trash and bounces wide. Puck picked up at the blue line, cycled the cage, shot, goal. So puck come off of the boards, picked up at the blue line with a head of steam. Nobody stepped up to him. He skated right to the front of the cage, threw a wrister, blocker side low, and beats Harris at 10:25 of the first for the 2-1 lead. Puck down, won by the Mustangs. Skated hard into the zone around Pinello, but he poke checked it away at the last second. Trumley's got it on his stick. His cross ice pass is picked off, but the Mustangs were offside. Shanahan steps in for the draw. Pinello and Gardner behind him. Shanahan does win it, but loses it. Gets a handle back, but then it's poke checked around him all the way around the cage to the opposite side. Gardner gives chase. Gardner gets checked up hard against the boards. Separated from the puck. Drop pass shot saved by Harris to the blue line and was chipped out. Mustangs pick it up, throw it into neutral hard. Checked hard up against the boards. Was a Mustang, but the puck makes it in. Pinello poke checks it away. And then we bang it off the boards into neutral and gives chase. Sawicki picked it up and throwed it into the zone, but Shanahan was a foot and a half off sides. Mustangs pick it up, skate it to neutral. Now to the blue line, puts on the brakes. He came out. There's the whistle for everybody but one Mustang offside. Jones, Zitzelsberger on for the draw. Puck down, won by a Mustang, but right back to Castleview. They chip it to the blue line, but it comes right back in. Huff there. He poke checks it away, and Zitzelsberger, I believe, picks up the trash. Zitzelsberger skates it to the blue line, dumps it in hard, takes a wicked bounce off of the cage. Zitzelsberger had a poke check away, and Jones almost had number 2. As his shot was just saved by a skate. All the way down the other end, though, Harris makes a save off of a wrister. Puck into the corner, comes to the blue line, and is out. Good skating there by Jones to get to it, but one of the Mustangs beat him to it. Delayed offsides, everybody back now. Jones puts on the pressure, but the outlet pass is into neutral all the way into the blue line and top of the circle. Shot after the whistle, but they're going to call the Mustangs offside. 8:32 left in the first, down by 2. Puck down, won by Castleview, but right into neutral and slapped to the corner. Hard to see in that corner. Wrapped back around the cage. Poke check to the boards. Cross ice pass missed by Miller. He gives chase though. Miller picks it up at the neutral, skates it into his zone, drop pass back, throw down the ice, and that is 120-foot icing. Boys got to get control, got to get some passes together. This dump and chase is never going to work against this Mustang team. Turns into icings, or they are out skating our Cats right now. Hef steps in for the draw. Puck down, he does win it, gets caught up in his skates though. Pinello poke checks it out. Pinello poke checks it again, but right to a Mustang shot, save, and a cover by Harris. We'll line up and do it again. Defensive line change for the Mustangs. Hef steps in. Miller. Mustangs, win the draw. Poke checked around Winogle. Winogle pressure at the blue line. Throw deep into the corner. Gardner gets a stick on it. Gardner, good job. Gardner still fighting. Pickpockets it 3 times. But once again, quickest thing we can do is throw it the length of the ice. It does flutter, though. Overskated by a Mustang. Winogle on the move. Comes to the blue line. Pinello keeps it in. Pinello beats one at the top of the circles. He's got Winogle on the doorstep. Throw there. Poke checked away at the last second away from Hef's stick. Winogle picks it up, wraps it around the boards. Pinello again. Feathers it to the boards. Fanned on by Gardner, but he gets it back. Hef gets poke checked away. He throws one to the front. Nobody there, but shot. Blocked in front. Shot. Feathers its way. Bounces once and gets covered by the Mustang goalie. Great work there. Turner helped Gardner and Pinello to keep that one in the zone and get shots. Heft was checked to the ice on a back cross-checking. I don't know how you look at man's numbers. Check him to the ice standing right in front of a referee and don't get the call. Shanahan in. He does win it. Off of Marks' skate, though. Chip to the side of the cage. Sawerke wraps it around as Shanahan gives chase. Mustangs do pick it up, though. Throw it to the blue line, and it does make it out as it bounces over Huff's skate. Shot saved by Harris. Shanahan loses an edge and goes down hard into the boards. Poke checked away, right to a Mustang, though. Shot wide. That would have been if it had been on. Round the back of the cage, here comes another shot. Blocker saved by Harris. Shot. Blocker saved by Harris. Pad saved by Harris. Mustang still got control, though. Shot in front of traffic makes it wide of the cage, hard off the boards. Shot, save, cover by Harris. Oh, my God, it is a shooting gallery for number 1, Jacob Harris, and he is standing up to the challenge, keeping this a 2-lead game. But somebody on the Cats has got to play catch-up because it is Disney on land. Stand and watch the paint dry as these Mustangs are skating circles around them in the offensive zone. 6:12 of the first, down by 2. Puck in to the point, poke checked away, and does make it out of the zone. Mustangs do pick it up, feathered out to the blue line. Caught up in Zitzelsberger's skates. He couldn't come up with it. Now by the time he sees it, a Mustang picks it up, throws it down the boards and out of the zone. We are offside. Feathered off the boards now, dumped in hard, just wide of the net, takes a bounce, comes off the boards and throwed into neutral. Keenan throws it into the zone, and it's poke checked away from a Mustang stick. Jones goes to throw a pass, too. Kept in at the blue line, though. Feathered around the boards. He's got Jones on the doorstep. Jones, number 2. Oh, fanned on it. Gets checked. Shot, save. Still loose. Save. Somebody finish on the doorstep. Shot wide off the back of the cage. Jones still has it, though. Another one right on the doorstep. Beats the goalie. Nobody there to poke it home. Oh, 4 great opportunities by the Jones-Zitzelsberger line, and they did everything but find the net and to catch up. Breakaway, picked off at the blue line, skates it in, shot, and beats Harris. Blocker side low for a goal to put your Cats down by 3. Oh, my goodness, scoring opportunities left and right down here. Boys cannot just get it poked away at the last second, and that turns in to a scoring opportunity and a goal at the other end. How it changes so fast. Off the boards, cross ice to the blue line. Going to take a bounce right to a Mustang, and he throws it in around the cage. Gardner picks it up. He throws it down the boards to the blue line, but not out. O'Reilly to give chase there. So is Marks. Miller picked up by the Cat, skated to the blue line, bagged off the boards to O'Reilly. He's got it on his stick. O'Reilly gets it poke checked away at the blue line. Trumley's going to pick it up on the poke check, throws it hard off of the glass and around the cage. O'Reilly gives chase. O'Reilly, good job to chuck the man. Throws it to the doorstep. Trumley fanned on it. Nice pass by O'Reilly to get it to the doorstep. Trumley fanned on the one-timer. Picked up in neutral, skated into the zone now. Mustangs still have it. Throw cross ice pass. Here comes a shot wide as it goes glove side of Harris. Gardner picks it up, kicks it to Miller. Miller's got a cross ice man, if he can see him. Just way too late and telegraphed. Pinello picks it up at the blue line. Nope, poke checked around him. Cats do have it, though. Cross ice pass to Winogle coming off the bench. Winogle goes to make a move and throws it into the skates of a Mustang. Puck comes free at neutral, though. Down the boards. Winogle gives chase. It gets poked around. Small out to neutral now, all the way down into the zone. Poke checked out of the blue line and turned over. Keogh picks up the loose puck, though, around his own cage. Then he feathers it down the boards, but the Mustangs get there first. Wrapped all the way around to the blue line and not out. Thrown in behind the cage by a Mustang. Keogh picks it up again. Got a lot of ice in front of him. Skate, young man. A lot of ice. That's the way to do it. Keogh all the way to the blue line and dumps it into the zone. What? No other Cat attacking over here. Throw that deep. You got to go after it. Huff's behind the cage. Throws one to the doorstep. and Small could not come up with as he takes it off of his skates. That's back-to-back opportunities for the one-timer off the doorstep for your Cats, and we could not finish. Winogle to chase it down. Fans on it. Half of a shot makes it almost to the cage and is picked off by a Mustang as he skates it into neutral, all the way to the blue line, throws it into the zone. Keogh picks it up, put on the brakes. Now he feathers it down the boards to Small. Small's got it on his stick. Cross-ice pass is immediately chipped into neutral at the blue line. Huff picks it up as it comes back into the zone. Huff on his skate, throws it right to a Mustang shot. Huff just about got assist number 5 as he throws it right to a Mustang who is wound up ready for the slapper, and he let one go. The only thing that kept that out of the back of the net was number 1, Jacob Harris. And at 12:15 of the first, your Cats are still down by 3. Shanahan steps in. He does win the draw. Poke checked away by a Mustang, though, around the cage. I believe that's Keenan there. Long way down there. Yes, it is. I see the number 4 now. But the Mustangs pick it up around their own cage. Throws it to the doorstep. Nobody there for the Mustangs. Cats pick it up. Cross-ice pass is behind the play, but once again, who's skating hard? Who's skating like a madman? Number 17, Shanahan. Puck is picked up. Shanahan on the doorstep. Get it to him. Oh, found a skate almost there. Shanahan was there ready to fire on the beautiful pass by Marks, but hit a skate in between. All the way down to the other end now. Round the cage. Poke checked away. Got a man wide if he sees him. He does. Throws it. Takes it off of a skate into the zone. Shanahan to give chase. Poke checks it around him, but Cats pick it up. Back to Shanahan. Shanahan had on a stick, but it took a wicked bounce off. We get a whistle, and I believe we're going to get our first penalty. Your Cats are going to go on the power play at 1:18 of the first as number 27 cuts Shanahan's skates out from under him. And then in true sportsmanlike fashion is talking trash all the way to Shanahan, all the way to the box. And now he's pointing at the scoreboard. Jones steps in for the draw. He does win it, but it hits the referee to the point. Keogh keeps it in. Zitzelsberger has it on his stick and loses it to the point. Shot hits traffic in the front and goes wide. Jones loses an edge and goes down. Mustangs pick it up and throw it the length of the ice. Kutska is in a race for his life to get there. Kutska just beats a Mustang there. 59 seconds left in the period. Mustangs have it, though. They take it all the way out of the zone into neutral. Go to throw it in, but it's blocked. Zitzelsberger had a stick on it. Zitzelsberger to the blue line. He goes to throw it to Jones, who was at a dead stop and not ready for it. Puck comes out of the zone, and it's a race. Once again, Kutska, the last man standing. Mustang does beat him there and pins the puck up against the boards. Still up against the board strum. 33 seconds left in the period. Kutska does get it away. Comes to Zitzelsberger. Zitzelsberger to Jones. Jones lost the handle at the blue line. Into neutral. Mustangs have it. Hits traffic in front and bounces into the zone, but right to the Mustang. Cross-ice pass. Mustangs feather it to the blue line. They hold on to it. Skate it back into neutral. Mustangs doing a job of killing this penalty by holding on to the puck. Dumped hard into the zone. 6 seconds. 5, 4. We ain't going to get down to this end in enough time, and that's going to end period number 1. Your Cats down by 3. Oh, my. Well, we knew it was going to be a tough go facing number 1 seed, but if you're going to finish out a game 4 of the fall season, the Cats did it. Jones wins the draw. Gets caught up with his line mate, Jones. They skate it to the blue line. It finally comes free. Jared Jones picks it up, skates to the top of the circles, and throws an absolute laser to the back of the net to start this a 1-0 game on the first face-off. Hardly any time clicked off of the game clock. But it's been a slight downhill run after that. The Cats are getting caught in a lot of stand and watch as these Mustangs are circling the cage once again. some bad turnovers have found its way to the back of the net. Cannot get on or blame number 1 goaltender Harris. He has been pretty solid in between the pipes with many big saves. It could be almost double of what it is now if he hasn't been. There is a lot of hockey left to be played. Get a couple quick ones. Cats have had their opportunities, just have done everything but finished. And that is the difference in the game right now. The Mustangs have finished their opportunities, and your Cats have not. So Harris heads to his pipes. So does the Mustangs goalie. We're going to start number 2 with the Shanahan, Soroki, Marks line, Pinello, and Gardner on D. Shanahan in for the draw. Puck down, won by Shanahan. Gets poke checked away from him, and he gets it back. Then he throws it to Soroki, who dumps it into the zone. Marks gives chase, come to the blue line. Gardner shot, pad save by the Mustang goalie. Great shot by Gardner to come in off the blue line. Turnover at the top of the circle. Shot kicked out wide from the Mustangs. Mustangs pick it up, skated around their own net. Here they come hard to the blue line. Beats one in neutral, loses the puck, and it's a race down to the center. Soroki loses an edge and goes down. Mustangs skated all the way out of the zone into neutral, got caught up in his skates and back into his zone, but picked right up, throw it out of neutral. Dumped hard in around the cage by Marks. Shanahan once again gets there, gets a half of a stick on it, but can't keep it in. Gardner poke checked at the blue line, but couldn't keep it in. Pinello gets beat at the blue line. Gardner, great back check. He goes down, a Mustang goes down, and they both take out Harris as the cage comes off its cowlings at 5:58 of the second, down by 3. Face-off going to come right here in front of us above the glass. Jones is going to step in for the draw. Jackson Jones in for the draw. Still waiting. Puck is down. Jones does win it, but Huff was not ready. Poke checked away from him by a Mustang. Turnover behind the own net. Wrap around save by Harris off of a stick. And then Huff picks it up, throws it the length of the ice. And guess what they call that? That's 120-foot icing for a face-off opportunity, scoring chance right here in front of us again. So Jones will have to step in and do it again. Got Ziskelsberger on one side of him. Puck down. Jones does win it. He wraps it hard around the boards to the blue line and not out, but Jones picks it up. He's got Zitzelsberger going with him. Jones into the zone. Poke checked off of the blue line, but Keogh's got it in neutral. He feathers it down the boards back into the zone, but Mustangs first there. Beat Zitzelsberger at the blue line. Thrown into the zone. Here comes top of the circles. Hef goes to check a man, loses an edge and goes down. It's still on his stick. Feathered around the cage. Still on his cage. Shot saved by Harris. Poke checked over the top of the cage, and the tip in just about made it into the back of the net. Zitzelsberger picks it up on the rebound and cross ice pass to Jones. He skates it into the zone. Goes to throw it to the front. It gets blocked high. Jones gloves it down. Jones throws it off the back of the cage to the point. Kutska does pick it up and keeps it into the zone as he throws it into the corner. It gets by Jones. Kutska loses an edge and goes down, but he keeps it in. Winogel there to work on the boards. Comes to the blue line, but not out. Cross-ice pass. Doesn't make it through traffic all the way out, and Keogh dumps it in. We are offsides as the Cats got to get back. Cross-ice pass to the blue line, now out to neutral. Thrown to the blue line and picked up by a rushing Mustang. He skates it around the cage, but is manhandled there by Kutska. Kutska, good job. Throw back hard around the cage. Cats are getting caught watching. Everybody's standing watching. First one skating. There's a Mustang. Kutska picks it up again, throws it to the blue line, and it does make it out. Winogle throws it off the boards to himself and gives chase, but just too far in front of him, and he gets outbeat by the angle. Skated into the zone behind the defense. Keenan shot goal. So the puck come free in neutral. It was picked right up, thrown to a streaking Mustang. He got behind Keenan, and it was one-on-one with Harris. He finally got a stick on it, lifted it glove side high to the back of the net for the 5-1 lead. Miller to step in for the draw. He does win it. O'Reilly gives chase as it's dumped into the zone. Thrown right back out into neutral all the way down the ice. They say it was touched up. First one there is a Mustang. Mustang's got it put on the brakes, but Kutska pickpockets him. Kutska fans on it as he goes to get it out, but he does get it out of the zone. Miller gives chase. Cats just cannot keep control. Into the top of the circle, splits the defense, shot wide. Shot blocked in front by Keenan off the side of the cage. But Mustangs still have it. Skates to the top of the circle, puts on the brakes, goes the other way. Pickpocketed by Miller, but second Mustang is there to get it. O'Reilly throws it to the blue line, but not out. Shot wide of the net, comes off the boards. Trumley picks it up, throws it off the boards in neutral. But there's a Mustang right there to throw it right back out. Nope. Yep. Then thrown back in on the delayed offsides by your Cats. Cross ice pass hit traffic in front. 2 or 3 Cats chipping away from it, but nobody can keep control. Keenan picks it up, skates it to the blue line, and throws it deep behind the net. Trumley goes to make a move on it, goes to check a guy, loses the edge, and goes down. Puck comes all the way across ice to the blue line, out to neutral, into the zone. Shot, save, and deflected away by Harris. Gardner picks it up, throws it around the cage too. Shanahan throws it to Soroki, and Soroki dumps it hard into the zone to the blue line. Pinello does keep it in. Soroki's got it off the back of the cage though. Comes to the side boards, but not out. Now it's chipped hard off the boards into neutral and out. Picked up by the Cats. Bouncing puck is feathered into the zone as Shanahan gives chase. Mustangs pick it up, throw it off the boards to neutral, all the way down ice, chipped in. Mustang gets behind Gardner. Pinello last man standing, wraparound. Picked off in front by Marks. Marks was skating to the blue line and throws it out of the arena into the parking lot. And if you're going to do that, you got to sign it and give it to the fans for the trophy case. The only thing in front of Marks there was air and ice. And the face-off comes out of the zone at 11:33 of the second. Puck down, one back to Keogh. Keogh throws it into the zone, hits a Mustang in the skate, and Zitzelsperger picks it up on the run. He gets just enough on it to get it to the Mustangs goalie, who bends over and makes the cover. 11:27 left in the period. Puck down, one by Castleview. Shot goes wide of the net in front of the doorstep. Nobody home there. Cats do pick it up on a stick. Shot blocked in front high. Takes a wicked bounce high, but finds its way into the back of the net. Jones gets poke checked around him to the blue line and around Huft. We're 2-on-1 the other way. Keogh last man standing. Tick-tock pass. Saved by Harris. Big time save by Harris on the 2-1 breakaway. Got to give them credit to the Mustangs. Their wingman held on to it. Waited for the defenseman to move, laid the pass right on the back door. Wrister to the net, but Harris slid over for the save at 11:02. Hef steps in, wins the draw, down back to the point though. Shot, save, loose, on the doorstep, goal. Harris lost his stick, hits trash and comes out. Winogle He's got it on his stick. He skates it to the blue line, dumps it, and gives chase as he was the only cat on that side of the ice. Well, Nogel's still hounding the man, but he comes up with it, skates it to the blue line, throws it into neutral. Kutska gets a stick on it, loses it, gets it back. Off the skates, shoots it, picks it up. Got a lot of ice in front of him. Kutska splits the defense. Poke checked away from him. Well, Nogel's got it on his stick. What a difference it makes when they skate a little bit. To the blue line, Keenan keeps it in. His shot's blocked in front, takes a bounce into the corner. Hef's got it. He wraps it hard around the boards. Mustangs are the first there. Good work there, too. Separate the man from the puck, but it bounces right to a Mustang. They pick it up, skating into the zone, beats one. Harris shot, saved by Harris once again on the point-blank shot. Harris stands up big, gloves it down, and holds on at 10:04 of the second. Down by 4. And the Harris have saved your Cats on back-to-back open shot opportunities. Mustangs win it back to the point, bangs it off the boards into the corner. Now around the cage goes the Mustangs. Mustangs got it. Pinello poke checks the way to the doorstep. Shot saved by Harris. Chipped in front, and the cage comes off its cowlings. As the puck bounces into the air, ping-pongs around, and I believe it was one of the Mustangs that kicked it loose. So face off at 9:50 of the second. Miller going to step in for the draw. Puck down into the corner. Pinello poke checks it to the blue line, but not out. Now Pinello in his skates bangs it off the boards to O'Reilly at the blue line. O'Reilly into the zone. O'Reilly's going to get a look here. Shot, glove, save, and the hold by the Mustang goalie, and that's the best look your Cats have had in a long time. Pinello skates it to the blue line, lays a pass off the boards to O'Reilly. He skates it into the zone, gets squared up, and gets a solid shot on net. But gloved down by the Mustangs goalie. Puck down, won by the Mustangs. They skate it to the behind the cage. Poke checked away, though, by, I believe it's Soroki. Marks gives chase. Glove down, nope. Gets over Keogh, but he tracks it down and does throw it back into the zone. Shanahan to give chase. Shanahan behind the own cage. Once again, Shanahan skating like a madman. Does just enough to disrupt the man and keep it in the zone. But it is out now to neutral. Skated into the zone. Keogh standing. Keogh blocks it in front. Puck comes wide. Shanahan picks it up on the move. Lays it off to Soroki. Soroki's got it. Shot. Block save. Pad save into the corner behind the net. Puck bounces high in the air. Two guys glove it down. Shot just trickles wide of the net. It's them opportunities right there. If they were on net, we'd have a chance. Tracked down all the way into the zone. Keogh picks it up, cycles his own cage to the boards, loses a handle, gets it back. Now he turns it over off the boards. Tracks down the man to the top of the circles. Mustang still got it. Keogh poke checks it away, and he's back checked yet. There it is. Oh, I was fixing to lose my mind. Keogh working his tail off to get this puck out of the zone. He did turn it over a couple times, but he did get the turnovers back. He finally picks it up, and one of the Mustangs right across the numbers in the back sends him into the boards. But instantly the hand come up in the air, and at 8:27 of the second, your Cats are on the power play. Power play has been anything but spectacular this year. Hopefully this door is open. Let's get one back. Jones steps in for the draw. Got Gardner and Pinello on D's. Got his line mate Jones and Zitzelsberger each side of him. Puck down. He does win it. Jones gets it back to Pinello. Poke checked around him, though, and it's a breakaway the other way. One-on-one in, shot, saved by Harris off the tip of his skate. Great job by Harris. Puck kept into the zone. Pinello does pick it up. You got time! Wrapped hard around the boards to Jones. Got in fan mode there. Jones feathers it to his line mate Jones. He tries to get it to Zitzelsberger, but too wide. Pinello picks it off at the blue line. Got a lot of ice in front of him. Skates it to and throws it to Zitzelsberger, who can't come up with the pass as it hits him in the skates. Puck into the corner now, though. Jones has got it on his stick. Around the back of the cage. He's got Gardner on the doorstep. Throw it to the point, young man. Nope, holds on to it, skates the circles. Now cross ice pass to Pinello. He rips one to the front, who's picked off. And we're going the other way as it's chipped down ice. Harris comes out and plays it. He hangs on to it, throws it off the boards, out of the zone. Overskated by Winogel. But he gets it, Jones gets it back. He throws it into the zone, off of a skate, wrapped around the boards. Nope. Now it's wrapped around the boards and out of the zone. Kutska picks it up into neutral. Now it's a scrum on neutral. Puck does make it into the zone. Winogel's got it. He lays one back on the doorstep. Throw to the front, poke checked away by a Mustang. All the way around the boards to the blue line, but not out. Kutska's got it on his stick. Shot is blocked in front, then it makes it to the cage. Kick save by the Mustang goalie. 23 seconds left in the power play. Picked off pass by Keogh at the last second, and we had a Mustang breaking for nothing but white ice in front of him. Mustangs do pick off a pass into neutral. Drop pass. Now it's feathered around the boards. Mustangs still have it tied up against the boards. Hef picks it up, throws a perfect pass right to a Mustang streaking in. Shot save by Harris. Once again, just lackadaisical passes by your Cats. You just cannot pick that up and throw it whichever way you're facing, because that is an assist for the other team if it beats Harris. Power play is over. We're back to full strength ice. Miller steps in for the draw. He does win it back. Gets poke checked around Pinello. Mustangs pick it up, skate it to the top of the circle, still on a Mustang skate stick. He throws it to the top of the circle. This is going to be a point blanker. Shot saved by Harris. Pinello Dudden once again took away the shooting lane. So that's good and bad. Back door is covered for Harris, but he is one-on-one with a shooter at point blank range and comes up big once again. Miller in for the draw. Mustangs win it back to the point. Poke checked away. Miller picks it up. He's going to skate. He's got ice in front of him. Attaboy. Loses the handle at the blue line, though. Puck comes free. Poke checked away by the Mustangs and skated into the zone. Walked right in. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris. This is where it's hard to stay out of fan mode, because your Cats had the numbers. They had the puck on their stick, skating the length of the ice, and just cannot retain control to even start a scoring opportunity. And immediately it's turned around the other way for a shot opportunity for these Mustangs and a face-off in this end. Shanahan in for the draw. He does win it. Keenan gets checked up against the board and separated from the puck. Feathered around the back of the net. Now to the corner is fanned on by a Mustang, but he gets it back, loses it, gets it back. Poke checked away finally by Keenan to the blue line, but not out. Kutska overskates it. Throw to the doorstep. Shanahan lifted the man's stick at the last time. Got to watch a wraparound here. Wraparound opportunity. Shot, save, and a cover at the last second by Harris. Job one. Once again, one bright side of this game so far is number one, Jacob Harris. He has come up big time after time here. Shanahan's going to step in for the draw. Puck down. Shanahan does win it, but a Mustang picks it off. Kutska gets it caught up in the skates, shot turned over, save off of a shoulder of Harris, and a little help from the post. Thrown back to the blue line, and it does take a bounce and out. Marks to give chase. At least Marks is skating hard. Kutska down there to help him. Chipped around the net. Big check by Marks to pin the man up against the boards, but now the Cats got it. They do have it thrown to the front. Nope, poke checked away. Around the cage, down the boards. Now down the line to the blue line, but not out. And immediately a Cat throws it across ice to a Mustang. Puck comes out of the zone, now to the blue line. Now into the zone by Kutska. He gets poke checked away from him on his third move. And the Mustangs are once again behind the defense. Poke checked away by Harris. He loses his twig. Shanahan tries to feather it to him. Somebody give him a stick. Keenan back behind the net fighting. Mustang goes down, but they come up with it on the doorstep. Chipped into the corner. Shanahan poke checks it away, but a Mustang gets it back. Takes a bounce off the side of the cage. Mustang still have it. Throw to the point and bounces off of his stick and out. Mustangs, though, pick it right back up to the blue line. Cross-ice pass, opposite blue line. Top of the circle, shot high and wide over the top of the net. Comes free. Shanahan's going to pick it up on the run. Poke checks it around, but way too far to track it down as he heads to the bench for a line change. Zitzelsberger in there fighting. Now Jones, but the puck makes it into neutral and it's chipped into the zone. Keogh chases it down. Keogh on the boards. Gets checked once again into the boards, but Zitzelsberger comes up with it. He feathers off the boards. Jones going to pick it up. One-timer. Shot high over the top of the net. Great idea by Jones to read that off of the boards to get the one-timer. Just has to be on net. Poke checked away from Huff. Jones picks up the trash, throws it to the blue line and out, and Jones gets caught up in the referee. Jones one-on-one shot high and wide over the top of the cage. Puck comes free to the blue line and is poke checked out. Huff's got it on his stick. His pass is once again picked off at the blue line by a Mustang. Jones picks it up, throws it the length of the ice. No icing here, but line changes all the way around. Heff skates hard. Man coming off the bench for the Mustangs picks it up at the blue line and throws it into the zone. Huff tracks it down, has it behind his own cage, loses the handle, gets it back. Now he throws it down the boards to Winogel. Winogel's got it on his stick. His cross-ice pass is picked off. Huff picks it up again, throws it off the boards, and does get it out of the zone. Right back in and right back out. Now it's on a cat stick, skated into the zone by Winogel. Winogel's still on his stick. Now he loses the handle. Goes to drop it down the boards, but it's right to a Mustang. Mustangs into neutral, drop pass to the blue line. Cross-ice pass, but no Mustang there. Huff picks it up, bangs it off the boards hard, but then it comes right back in. Keogh tracks it down. Has it on his stick, wraps it around to Huff. Huff throws it back to Keogh. Keogh loses a handle, gets it back though. Huff's got it. He throws it down the boards. Winogel throws a backhanded cross-ice pass into neutral. Then he gets it off of a turnover off the boards. Throws it into the zone. Heft gives chase. Heft's going to track it down, throws a nice pass to the front of the cage, but picked off by a Mustang, and they pick it up in neutral, skated into the zone. Still on his stick, drop pass to a Mustang who loses an edge and goes down. Tremblay throws it to Heft, who was not ready for it, and it goes all the way into the zone. Pinello's got to track it down as it comes in, but that is an icing. 1:22 left in the period, down by 4. And the word of the day so far to the remainder of this one is Cats cannot maintain control. Line change offensive-wise, the Zitzelsberger Jones line. Gardner and Pinello in on D. Puck is down, makes it to the boards, but not out. Pinello keeps it in. Pinello off of his stick, shot, blocker save by the Mustang goalie. Good job by Pinello to get the shot off of the deflection down the boards from the blue line. Scrum in behind the cage. The Mustangs do come away with it, though. 59 seconds left in the period. Cross-ice pass. Pinello's going to jump on it. He does get it. Put on the brakes. Take a look. Attaboy. Throws a cross-ice pass to Marks, who cannot come up with it. No icing here, though. To the blue line and not out. Pinello picks it up again. Feathers 1-2. Kutska. Kutska bangs it off of the boards hard around the referee. 34 seconds left in this one. Shanahan down the boards to the blue line to Gardner. He does keep it in, though. Shanahan scrumming into the corner. Still has it. Wraps it hard around the boards. Come on, Keogh. That's Soroki, my fault. Oh, come all the way around to Soroki. I thought he was going to get a shot on the back door, loses the handle. Mustangs pick it up, split the defense. Pinello poke checks it away at the last second on the breaking Mustang. 7 seconds, 6. Marks throws it out of the zone, and I believe that's going to end this one. Nope. Shot at the last second before the buzzer. Harris makes another save, and that is it. End of 2. Down by 4. Everybody's still on the benches. Don't know if we're going to get a ZAM or not. We'll stick with you just in case we don't. Now the boys are headed to the room, so we will get a ZAM here. We'll hit you up with a roll around player profile. So for this game, player profile, we're going to go with number 8, Mason Marks, the 10th grader out of Castleview. Position is a forward. He is a winger. Parents, Scott and Tracy. Siblings, Sophia and Delaney. Favorite restaurant or food is McDonald's. Maybe I ought to grab old Marks and take him over to Five Guy and show him what a real cheeseburger looks like. Favorite music is rap. Favorite sports team is the Colorado Avalanche. Any other sport other than hockey he enjoys and plays golf. Favorite subject in school is science. Other hobbies or activities, remote control planes, drones. Boy, I bet you that takes a lot of money. Hey, Mom, I need a little cash for my drone. Likes fishing, wakeboarding, skiing, traveling, and gaming. Got a lot of activities there. Like to see that. Stay off those skis during hockey season, though. That ends you up right next to Clothier on the injured reserve list. Got to give Clothier, though, he did not get hurt skiing. Favorite line or quote, and once again, seems like every hockey player's favorite, from the great one, Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that is your player profile. Number 8, Mason Marks. So, we are down to our last 17 minutes of hockey here. We'll get a quick ZAM and get back on with you. Cats have got to turn something over in a hurry. We're down to our last 17 minutes of this game and the 22 fall season. For my partner in crime, director, producer, Kenny Jones, Pepper Brooks, and we will see you after a ZAM. Welcome back, Big Bear Ice Arena. Down to the last 17 of the third period of the 22 fall season. A lot of hockey to be left, though. Cats can turn it around, but it's got to be mistake-free, take advantage of every opportunity hockey. And at the very most, let's just get one or two more. End it on a positive note here. Nets are set. Boys getting a real quick skate around. And I believe they will get them lined up. So there we get the whistle. The referee says, let's do it, boys. I'm going to skate over to the bench, get that last minute instructions. And we will get this last one dropped. Mustangs do head to the ice along with your Cats. Looks like we're going to go with the Jones-Zitzelsperger line. Pinello and Gardner did start going on, but were called back to the bench. And now it looks like it's Keenan and Kutska. Puck down, one by Castleview all the way around the net. Keenan gets a stick on it off the Kutska pass to the blue line, but not out. Turned over right to the back of the cage. Mustangs got it, skated to the front, lose the handle. Zitzelsperger gets a stick on it, throws a big cross-ice pass. Jones is going to pick it up off the bounce and does get it into the zone. It finds its way to the Mustang goalie, and he's got a cover at the last second as the Cats we're going to jump on the catnip. Jones steps in for the draw. Puck down. He does win it into the corner. Gives chase. Picks it up. Feathers on it. Gets it back. Jones takes it off of a skate. And the Mustangs pick it up. Throw a cross-ice pass right through everybody to the blue line. Hit the man in the stick. Delayed offsides as it's thrown back into the zone.
Clear it off.
So the delayed offsides is finally picked up by the Cats, and the Mustangs skated out of the zone into neutral. Now to the blue line as it bounces off. Everybody still has it on his stick. Feathers one around the back of the cage. Tic-tac-toe behind the cage from the Mustangs. Back and forth. Comes to the top of the circles. Throw to the doorstep. Puck comes free. Jones picks it up, throws it to the blue line, and it does get out. Mustangs have it as Zitzelsperger gives chase. Mustangs pick it up in neutral, though, skated into the zone, still on his stick. Feathers one to the front. Shot blocked by Zitzelsperger, but it does make its way to the cage, and Harris has got to make the save. Thrown back around the cage. Mustangs still have it. Throw to the doorstep. Shot saved by Harris. Mustangs still have control, though. Poke checked away. Knife down by a Mustang. Then finally picked off. Throw down the boards, but not out. Mustangs top of the circle. Shot hard. Saved by Harris. And then drops on it for the cover at 5:18 of the third. Puck down, one by the Mustangs. Back to the point. Thrown bit in around the cage. Picked up around the cage. Fans on it, gets it back. Now Heath feathers it back around the cage. Mustang's holding it to the top of the circle, skates to the top of the circle, throws it to the front, picked off by his own man just before it makes it to Harris. Down the boards, now thrown back around the cage by the Mustangs, off the side of the cage to the doorstep, and ricochets out of the zone all the way down the ice. Mustangs goalie feathers it behind his own boards as Keogh loses an edge and goes down, but he gets right back up and he has it. Has a man on the doorstep, hits him, shot, save, shot, save, shot, save. And just like that, the voodoo stank is nonstop this year. Beautiful work by Soroki to get it to Shanahan, and he did once again everything but find the back of the net. Another down the blue line, now to the top of the circle, splits the defense, gets poke checked away from him, but right to a Mustang. Shot, save, cover, shot, save. Kicked wide, comes to the blue line. Marks goes to chip it out of the zone and gets it caught up in a Mustang skates. Ping pongs its way and finds its way back into the zone on a line change, but right back into the zone by a Mustang. Splits the defense at the circles, goes to give the drop pass, but his man did not know it was coming. Mustang still got control though. Keogh hounding the man as he skates around the cage to the point. Shot, blocker save, pad save by Harris. Puck comes free, is picked up and thrown the length of the ice for 120-foot icing. Line changes all the way around. 13:32 of the third. Cats down by 4. Huff steps in for the draw, puck down. He does win it, but right into the skates of a Mustang. Mustang at the top of the circles. Shot, save, and a hold by Harris from the blue line. So we'll face it off again. Have to step in once again. Harris doing a little equipment work. Now he's ready. Puck down. Same exact results. Hef does win it, but right into the skates of the Mustang. Poke checked by Miller on the boards, but to the blue line, not out. Now puck comes free, and once again, right to a Mustang, who sends a wicked slap shot to the net. Glove down and held by Harris. So every bounce, every trickle, every flicker of the frozen biscuit is finding its way to a Mustang, and the Cats cannot maintain control. Same results, opposite circle, puck down to a Cat. Shot, saved by Harris. Puck comes free, Pinello's got it, he throws it to Trumbley, who bangs it hard off the boards, then at the blue line it's fanned on. Believe that's Miller, tucked his jersey into his breezers. To the blue line and not out. Now it's wrapped all the way around the cage. Gardner gives chase. He back throws it to Trumbley. Trumbley's got it on the boards and throws it down ice to, I believe that is Miller. Trumbley gets it back on the boards though, throws one to the cage. Poke checked away. O'Reilly's there. He feathers one off the side of the cage. Ping pongs its way, makes it to the point, fanned on. Pinello's got it. He shot is blocked and deflected high. He gets it back in neutral as it was gloved down by a Mustang, and he throws it into the zone for a line change. Coming off the bench, poke checked by, I believe it's marked, right to a Mustang. He wraps it hard around the cage to the blue line, but not out. Goes to Kuska, pickpockets the man, throws it to the blue line and finds Jones standing there. Jones into the zone. Jones on his skates. Stick, cycles the cage. Now behind the cage, wrap around attempt. Cage is kicked free by the Mustangs goalie on the good look wraparound opportunity from Jackson Jones. Face off to come at 11:49 of the third, down by 4. Jones steps in. He does win it into the corner, but a Mustang picks it up and throws it out of the zone. Last man standing is Keenan, and he gets beat. Shot, kicked out wide by a Mustang. Keenan lost his twig, and he's got to chase it down into the corner. Now he runs into a Mustang, and they both go down. Keenan's slow to get up. Got to be careful coming off that IR list. Puck into the corner, now down the boards by the Mustangs. They feather it back the other way. Throw to the front of the cage, and poke checked away at the last second. Now it's behind the cage. Gets dug out by Jones, comes free. Zitzelsberger gets a stick on it to the blue line, but not out. Shot, goal. Puck found its way almost to every Mustang stick, bounced around left, right, left, finally finds its way to the blue line. Cats turning themselves inside out, corkscrewing themselves into the ice, trying to track it down. Slapper comes in front. Got to believe once again that Harris didn't see it until it was too late, and it finds its way into the back of the net at 11:06 of the third. Your Cats are now down by 5. Puck down, one by the Mustangs, right back into the zone. Another shot is deflected high into the glass. Believe that's Soroki, throws it to the blue line, but not out. Now it takes a bounce over a Mustang stick and makes it all the way into the zone, but a Mustang is standing there waiting. He picks it up on a good rush by Marks, but it's all the way out of the zone and out. Loses an edge and goes down as he enters the zone, and it's poke checked out to neutral. Got to look here. 2-on-1. Mason Marks shot, goal. Goal! Cats goal number 8. Mason Marks finally comes up with the trash at the blue line. 2-on-1. Skating in, fakes the pass, throws a wrister. Blocker side high, post down to cut the lead to 4, and that's what we're talking about. Get a couple more to end this one out. Finish strong, puck down. One by Castleview, but then right to the zone. Pinello's got it in his zone. Throws it off the boards, out of neutral. Pinello picks it up on the move at the blue line. Bangs one off the boards, but cannot get it to Soroki. Gardner's got to chase it down. He does. Wraps it all the way around the boards, the opposite side to the blue line, and pickpocketed it, but gets it back. Here's Shanahan. Throw down the boards now to the blue line. Poke checked away by Gardner and Pinello at the same time. Off the boards, odd man rush into neutral, but the Cats are a little behind. Pinello back, throws it to Gardner. Gardner to Heft, who turns it over at neutral. Now it's poke checked away into the zone by Small, and then a Mustang throws it the length of the ice, but no icing. Gardner picks it up. He's got it on his stick. He holds. Gardner back checks it to Pinello around the cage. Pinello's got it. Throws a cross ice pass. Hits, I believe it's Winogel streaking. He puts on the brakes, and everybody but him skates into the zone. Don't know what that was about. You got steam. You put on the brakes as everybody's on the rush, and everybody but you are offside. All the way back down to the other end now on the delayed offsides. To the point man. He's got a shot. Pinello got half of a glove on it to kick it just wide. Picked up around the boards, feathered down to the blue line, and not out. Keogh's got it, though. Gets pickpocketed. Poke checked away at the top of the circles. Now into a Cat. Cannot keep control, though. Throws it to the blue line and not out. Shot. Glove save and a hold by Harris. Line changes for everyone. 8:33 left in this one. Your Cats down by 4. And the call for the rest 8 minutes of this one is skate like a madman, get a couple back, show what you're made of. Do not fold up the tent and go home. Puck down, one by Castleview, turned over at the blue line. Shot, save, cover, comes wide. Here comes another ripper, blocked in front by Trash. Into the corner, though, by the Mustangs. Mustangs turn it over on the side of the cage. Pass out to O'Reilly. He fanned on it, but gives chase into the zone. Cross ice pass by them. O'Reilly done enough to hound the man. Trumbley shot, blocker save up over the top of the cage. That's what we're talking about. Good hard skating by O'Reilly and Trumbley to turn in an easy dumped in pass into a shot opportunity at 8:01 of the third. And that's what we're talking about. Skate hard this last few minutes. Jones steps in for the draw. He does win it. Poke check back to the boards. Zitzelsperger picks it up, throws one to the front, but it's knifed down by a defenseman and kicked wide. He loses an edge and goes down. Zitzelsperger into the corner, overskates it, and it does make it out. Pinello's the last man standing. Pinello gets beat at the blue line. Shot, saved by Harris, makes it around the back of the cage to the blue line, but not out. Now it finally makes it out. Takes one bounce, and finally a hand goes in the air for the icing. And that's how quick it happens when you got a team that can skate. Puck was tied up against the boards in the offensive zone down here. Got poke checked away from one man. And the Mustangs picked it up on the move. Nobody but white ice between him and Harris. Puck down, won by Castleview to the blue line, but not out. Now around the cage, held on by the Mustang and then thrown out to the blue line, but still in the zone. Around the cage comes the Mustangs. Skates to the corner, top of the circles. Feathers a pass back around the cage. Pinello gives chase to the top of the circle. Shot across the doorstep. Nobody home for either team. Poke checked into the corner. Mustangs first one there. Good back check by Zitzelsperger to separate the man from the puck, and he picks up the trash. His outlet pass hits Jones in the stick, but he cannot maintain control as the ping pounds away and finds its way into the zone. Gardner's cross-ice pass to Zitzelsperger. He throws a pass in neutral, and Soroki could not handle it. Shanahan now to give chase on the line change into the zone. Now to the blue line and out. Comes right back into the zone, puts on the circle, throws it to the opposite side of the blue line. Now feathered down the boards, but picked off by a cat. That's you got to take advantage. Way to go. Keogh breaks in, lays out a pass. Shanahan's shot is blocked at the last second. Good work by Keogh. All the way down to the other end, though, and Kuska is manhandled to the ice on a back check. To the blue line and not out. Now cross-ice pass does make it out. Everybody is offsides. Touch that up. There's the whistle. We'll take that, young man. Thanks. 5:53 of the third. Down by 4. Not a undoable by any means, but you got to believe, just finish this out strong. Skate as hard as you can, and let's try to get another one on the board. Puck down, won by the Mustangs, but pickpocketed by Winogle. Then out to the blue line into neutral, skated into the zone. Heth, like a madman skating, checks the man hard up against the board, separates him from the puck. Feathered around, Winogles has it on his stick, loses a handle as he goes to make the breakout. Checked off the puck, but gets it back is Huff. Huff throws it to the blue line, but not out. Cross-ice pass is seen and picked off by Winogle. Winogle throws a nice pass to Huff, who had it, lost it. Takes a wicked bounce to Heft, who throws one wide of the cage. Small's got it on his stick now. Poke checked away from him, caught up in his skates, but he's still digging away. Puck comes free, finds its way to a cat, get a shot. Wide around the top of the cage, down the boards to the blue line and feathered out. Picked off, though, on a cross check. Winogle tracks it down. He throws it back and then gets the throw back to him, but he cannot come up with the pass. Cats go for a line change. Puck is free in neutral, now into the zone. Poke checked away by Trumbley. He had a chance at it once and twice, but just could not keep the handle. Keenan tracks it down. He's got it on his stick. Cross-ice pass to O'Reilly. He loses the handle. Shot. Pad stick saved by Harris on the turnover. O'Reilly fighting behind the net, though. He does pickpocket the man and gets it. Throws it hard down the boards. No, that was Keenan. Keenan now 2. No icing here as it comes around the cage. Trumley's got it, throws one to the net, shot, save, and a cover by the Mustang goalie as O'Reilly gets checked in the back, right on the doorstep, waiting for the drop puck. Go get one! Puck down, one by, got in fan mode, sorry, all the way to the boards. And it is out into neutral. Thrown right back in, though, all the way around the cage, on edge, taking a roll. Trumley's going to be the first cat there. Overskates the man. He beats 1 and 2. O'Reilly, though, lifts his stick at the last second. Good skating there once again to put the pressure on. Gardner to the blue line, gives chase, drop pass, shot, chipped high and wide over the cage into the glass. Trumley's got it on his stick, throws it to Pinello. Pinello takes a look, cross-ice pass is blocked. Feathered to the front, shot, save by Harris all the way into the corner. Gets poke checked around Pinello. Gardner's going to be there. Gardner fans on it as a Mustang loses an edge and goes down. Mustangs do get it back, though, around own cage. 3:11 left in this one. Trumley picks up the trash. He's got Jones cross ice, but his pass hits a Mustang in the skates and comes wide. Mustangs out of their own zone into neutral, throws it down the ice. Pinello's got it. Feathers it out to the blue line. Jones can't come up with it. Nope, that was Zitzelsberger. Huff's got it on his stick now. Huff wraps it all the way around the board. Zitzelsberger chips it out into neutral as Jones almost got a stick on it, but not quite. Somebody's got to get control. Huff pickpockets the man, stops dead at the blue line to the front of the cage. Pinello picks it up. Outlet pass to Jones. Had Shanahan breaking but couldn't get it to him. Now thrown down ice into the zone. Cross ice pass off the boards and down into neutral. Then chipped into the zone by the Mustangs. Keogh gives chase. He gets beat behind the net but is scrumming. Got it tied up. Another Mustang in there to help. Picks up the trash, throws it to the doorstep. Pass is picked off, though. Skated to the blue line. Now feathered out into neutral. Now into the zone. Got a look here. Top of the circle. Shanahan fans on it. And some great sportsmanship once again from the Colorado Academy team. Fanned on at the corners as Shanahan gets checked up against the boards. Got to be careful what we say here now broadcasting. But it's times like that you wish this was NHL rules. And a guy talking trash with a 4-goal lead, you just yank his ass over the boards and show him what the ice feels like. Shanahan in for the draw, puck down to the point. Cross ice pass, half shot is blocked. Shanahan tracks it down, bangs it off the boards, right on the doorstep. Here comes a shot. Shot blocked in front by Trash. Didn't make its way to the cage. Keogh's tracking it down. Now Sororki. Sororki throws it to Marks, who loses the handle and gives chase. Shanahan, but it makes its way to the blue line and skated out into neutral. Now feathered into the blue line, still on the stick. Penalty coming up, hand in the air on your Cats. And with 1:03 left in this one, your Cats are going to end it on a kill. Puck down, one by the Mustangs, right to the top of the point. He feathers it to the top of the circles, holds back to the point. Heft goes down on a cross check. Poke checked away by Harris. Cross ice pass right on the money, shot off the side of the cage. 48 seconds left in this one. To the top of the key. Now cycles the circles. Say that 3 times fast. Now into the corner. All the way cross ice pass, shot, blocker, save at the last second. Another huge save by Jacob Harris. 30 seconds left in this one. shot blocked in front by Trash. I believe Small got his skates on it. Feathers high into the corner, now around the cage. 20 seconds left in this one. Feathered back behind the cage, still on a stick of a Mustang. Cats cannot get control. Mustangs put on the brakes, Feathers on it, and a Cat loses an edge and goes down. Skated into the front, shot, save, cover, and now a goal with 3.6 seconds left on the clock by the Mustangs. You want to go back and look how a power play is supposed to look. That's how they're supposed to look. Mustangs under total control, skating it around in circles, waiting for the shot opportunity. One comes off a save from Harris on the doorstep and is poked away with 3.6 seconds left. Puck down, won by the Mustangs into the zone, and there goes the horn, and that is going to end the tournament run for your 22 Fall Sabercats. It is also going to end the 22 Fall season. Boys will hit the ice Monday for a week of tryouts, see who falls where for the next round of Winter League. For me, I want to thank producer director Kenny Jones for giving me the opportunity. It's been frustrating at times trying to stick with the call, but it has been absolutely over the top fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We didn't offend too many of you along the way, and if we did, well, this is big boy hockey, so we're going to try to call it like it is, get the name straight, keep you lined out. Hopefully somewhere in the fall or the winter season we will be live in the Cat's Den to bring you another set of games. Just a side note here, this same team that is on the ice right now will be traveling to Dallas, Texas on Thanksgiving to represent your school and state in the Dallas Cup. And I believe we will try to bring it live there. So the next time around we will have a fall, or I keep saying fall, we'll have the winter team, and we will see you Thanksgiving weekend in Dallas, Texas. Once again, for producer, director Kenny Jones, she ain't here tonight, but my camera girls, Joanna Jones, Mama Cat, and the Squirrel,